Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again in our AA-only battle, Road to 56, and other mods. Multiple other mods. If you remember last time, the world is on its tippy toes right now. The Axis has taken over, pretty much defeated the Allies and the Comintern for the most part. And now all that stands are actually a few more factions. The Japanese faction is looking very strong, having been invading the Comintern for a while, and has been invading the United States. Well, actually, the, oh shit, I didn't even see that. Actually has been invading the communist states of America, which has been flipped communist. But, what looks like has happened here is Danny DeVito has joined the Axis with Hitler and is now invading the remaining areas of the United States. Oh, this is great. This is what we wanted to happen. Last time I was really hoping for Danny DeVito to join the Axis, and now he's here. Is Canada just neutral? It is. That's crazy. Yeah. Canada, oh, it's extremely fascist for being Canada. Wow. I think there might have been something where after after freaking England was capitulated, I think Canada may have been replaced. Nope, it's democratic. So I thought it might have been replaced with a fascist government, but I guess it wasn't. But here, there is a lot of Nazis here now. This is the Axis's chance to invade the heart of the United States, take all their main cities, take all of their victory points, and actually possibly allow for a Japanese invasion of the western coast. So the Japanese are currently invading Hawaii. They're not doing the best of job, but I mean, they have taken half of the islands. They are island hopping better than they usually do, and they don't have to worry about anything on mainland except for like this guy right here and the French Republic right here. These guys are the only enemies remaining in the entire Asia that they're fighting. I don't know if they're going to go after British Raj eventually. I think they have a focus for that. I'm not too sure though. So this is the last remaining bits of France out here, and then France also slightly exists. Well, slightly. They have a large chunk of land down in Africa. I doubt that France will have a lot of troops. There are actually some Soviet Union divisions down here in Africa trying to defend as hard as it can. There's also a lot of Americans here fighting the Japanese, fighting the Italians. So we're kind of seeing, even though we're kind of seeing the Comintern be the last kind of hope against the Axis, which is pretty cool. Another faction that actually exists is the Umayyad Pact. I totally butchered that. Just ignore that. The Umayyad Pact, which is Saudi Arabia, and I don't think any other countries. I don't think so. Where the American Union still exists. So the American Union was formed by the United States when it went into civil war with the communists. Brazil joined that faction. Oman joined that faction, and Oman has actually been taking Japanese territories in the Middle East. Yemen is in the Japanese faction. It might even be a puppet. I'm not too sure. It does not look like it's a puppet. Federation of South Arabia. Wow. Okay, yeah, so that's Federation of South Arabia. That's Yemen, right? Axis. No, it's in the Axis. What is Federation of South Arabia? I'm interested. South Arabia right here. I thought it was in the Japanese. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to ignore that. That's confusing me. Anyways, welcome back, guys. Romania and Switzerland, I believe, are like the last neutral countries in Europe. Oh, well, then there's also Portugal. Portugal forming its Portuguese faction, not able to have Brazil in the faction because Brazil already joined the American Union. It's only a matter of time. I don't know why there hasn't been any fighting here, because I know that the American Union is at war with Comintern. I guess maybe they're not at war with the French Commune. They are at war with the oh, I guess they're not at war anymore. I'm confused. It's been a little while since I recorded this. We're working on it though. We're getting it there. Japan basically owns the entire Qing, plus some more. If you guys remember too, Siam is also in their faction. I can't remember if they joined on their own or they're a puppet. Okay, so the Siam is actually a puppet of Japan. I forgot about that. Also, we have Afghanistan. Why did I say it so weird like that? is a Italian puppet. Italy is doing extremely well this game. They're totally rebuilding the Roman Empire. If they were to, you know, take hold of Anatolia and some of this areas over here, Federal Bank from Brazil, nice, and the rest of Greece, then they would pretty much have the Roman Empire, and obviously Egypt as well, you know, disregarding all these French lands. If they just were to take over the entire coast of the Mediterranean, that'd be pretty close to what they were at. Here's Danny DeVito Empire winning their war. The Axis are pushing into Ohio and down past Maryland. They've captured Washington, D.C. There are Italians here now, too. There are a lot of Germans, a lot of Italians, and a lot of Danny DeVito troops. I would like to see how many troops Danny DeVito has. 62, that's quite a lot for this size of a nation. I saw that Italy only has like 90, so, I mean, that's quite a little for what I thought Italy would have. Germany has over 350 or somewhere around there. I'd actually like to check Japan's numbers. 78 to 251. Actually, let's get the real number. 184. Okay, that's pretty cool. British Raj, one of the... Sorry, I was jerking around so much. One of the kind of strongest powers to remain that is still neutral, not have gone to war yet. We'll see how strong they are. They have 88 divisions. That's pretty good for a neutral nation. They could definitely do some damage to Japan if they tried. They're already fortifying the entire border here. I'm sure if they did a surprise attack in Japan, they could probably push into Siam and some of these territories for a little bit here. This would be very dangerous for them, though, to throw all the troops out into Tibet. They'd all die of attrition. But I think probably the British Raj would lose eventually. Sri Lanka belongs to Japan, so they could launch an invasion from there pretty easily. Shit. There's oh, the French are here. I thought those were American. Well, there's the American flag there, so I just thought this was American for a sec. Jace. It's like, why are the Americans there? Yeah, so how is Alaska doing? Alaska is not being invaded by the Japanese. Everything is fine over in America except for the East Coast. The East Coast is getting trampled by Danny DeVito and his German and Italian allies. That's crazy. So once the Comintern or Axis, I'm not sure if the Comintern is going to last too much longer. Actually, we should check how many wars there still are. We have the Norwegian Civil War, that's correct, which is just German Reich. Oh, so Norway, while the Germans were invading Norway, Norway had a civil war between the Soviets, the Soviet Norwegians, and the normal Norwegians. The normal Norwegians. The Japanese-American War, Japan invading the Communist States of America. German-Danish War. This... So, is Denmark just neutral completely? Who's on this side? Okay, so this is the Axis versus the American Union. So Denmark is in the American Union. That's right, because we have Denmark up here too. That's all in the American Union. I saw it earlier. And the Soviet-Hungarian War. So this is the Comintern versus, I guess, the Comintern versus the Axis. Interesting. But I would like to see Japanese-American War. Who needs to die? Excuse me, jeez, burp. Who needs to die? Communist States of America. They're the only ones that need to die. Japan. Are you the only one that needs to die? Japan, reorganized nationalist China both need to die for Japan to capitulate. And Germany, I assume, is probably Germany, Italy, possibly more. Wow, look at this. Germany, Italy, Phalanges, Poland, British Empire, New Ottoman Empire, Danny DeVito Empire are all major players in the war. That's a lot. Republic of Oman, Second Brazilian Republic are the only two in the American Union. So Brazil still has not been invaded yet, which is interesting. I wonder if they're attempted, if they're being attempted invasion on. I don't know what I'm saying. Sve Reich joined. Oh shit! Look at that. Whoa. What is Finland doing? Greater Finland just because they're fascist. Are they in the Axis? No. Sweden here just joined Japan's faction. So it looks like Greater Finland just demanded, like while I was just looking away there, just demanded all this land through their focus tree, and they must have just submitted, which is kind of cool actually. What are they doing right now though? Workplace corporatism. Okay, also it looks like Finland is sending or either getting or sending volunteers. I didn't really catch that. Supporting Federation of South Arabia and sending has volunteers. Yeah, it's sending volunteers to a bunch of different places. Oh shit, nice. Central Macedonia. So they're sending volunteers pretty much everywhere to support wars. That's cool. Good for you, Finland. Good for you. So there's some Japanese here trying to make a little invasion into Brazil. Not sure how well that's going to work. They do have islands out here in the Pacific, though. They have this island here. I'm not sure what this island's called. Ascension Island. And I think they have the Falklands as well. No, the Falklands are controlled by Italy. This island, whatever this one is, South Georgia, is controlled by the Japanese. And there are troops there. So they're constantly trying to land. If they do a successful landing at some point, that might be bad for Brazil because I know that Japan's getting a lot of support from other nations. Oh, look. Iceland was taken by the Germans. Oh, shit. Estonia. Okay, Greater Finland just joined the Axis, and the Republic of Estonia just joined the American Union. Okay. So there will be, yeah, Estonia is going to get blitzkrieged pretty hard here. Let's see if they can hold out. Probably not. Probably not going to last too long. Oh, well, I mean, they are advancing a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Estonia. We'll check back up on them. I'm just a little bit disappointed in Germany because they had to go invade. They had to go invade Iceland. Jeez, like they did nothing. I mean the Danish kind of colonized them, and they had to get invaded. I guess that's what happens in war, though. It's not, war's never fair, is it? Shit. Look at America. Shit. Oh, it's kind of frozen there for a second. Look at the United States. The United States is suffering hard. The West had a huge war. Well, the whole country was in a huge war. The West was a different country for a little while. Now the East has been, controlled by the evil Danny DeVito, and now there's Nazis in Danny DeVito occupied United States, and just imagine living in a country where there was Nazis everywhere, and Danny DeVito was the president. Okay, that's what I want you to imagine. It sounds pretty scary to me. Jeez. Oh, there's Mexicans here. Look at that. There's Mexicans trying to fight them off. I wonder what would happen if the Mexican opposition joined the Mongolia. Shit. If the Mexican opposition, which is fully democratic, actually joined the American Union and helped invade the United States to bring back democracy into the United States, but then it would have to face a front with the Axis if the Comintern capitulated here. That might be cool to see, even if it didn't happen. Oh, there goes Svereich. Svereich is now invading Greenland. There it goes. Shit. They're trying, at least. They've got like one troop there. Running around as fast as they can. Ecuadorial Socialist Republic declared war on Ecuador. Oh, shit. Is it just the Galapagos Islands? Yeah, it is. The Galapagos Islands is now a communist state. Holy shit. That's quite beautiful, actually. I'm very happy about this. Guys, don't be afraid. The Galapagos is now your communist state, and it will protect everyone that lives here and will provide food. Or at least it will try. We'll see if Ecuador makes an invasion onto it to try to invade it. It has quite a few divisions, actually, but they all have attrition. So we might see, actually, in order to try to avoid just dying on these islands here, if Ecuador will actually invade, or the Galapagos Islands will actually invade Ecuador. That'd be pretty sweet to see a revolution rise here and then actually go take the mainland. I was actually going to point out earlier that Republic of Oman has almost pushed the Japanese completely out of the Arabian Peninsula, except for these two areas here, and of course this little tip. But yeah, they've pretty much completely pushed them out of Yemen. So the American Union controls kind of the entire end of the Arabian Peninsula currently. We'll see if the Japanese retaliate. They probably will. Who knows? They have a lot of fronts to fight, though. Meanwhile, Scotland and Ireland just chill out here, do nothing all day. I mean, you gotta give them something. They're doing it. They're surviving. They watched their previous overlord just get slaughtered, and that's it. That's all that happened. They didn't just save them. They didn't You know, they didn't join in. They just watched. Pretty awesome, actually. Estonia is very scared right now. The Germans pushed them back pretty hard. But it looks like they're sort of holding on to what they got. They have a shitload of divisions. It's crazy how many divisions Estonia has here. But they have no manpower, which is not good for them. They've got some PPs. They've got really good national unity, actually. A great amount. But yeah, they're just they're getting pushed back. They're probably going to start seeing attrition pretty soon for what they have. Greater Finland could always invade them from the north, which would be scary. So the Germans and Denny DeVito have taken Charlotte, and they're pushing down towards Atlanta. They're going to get there pretty soon. We'll have to check how close the United States, or the Communist States of America, is to capitulating. We can check that right here. They're 27%. They'll capitulate when they have 10% or less, and it controls 75% right now. So it's going to be a little while still. They'll probably have to get pushed all the way back to the west coast. Unless the Japanese invade the west coast and take a bunch of the victory points that are over here. Estonia is pushing back. There are no Germans on the border right now, and they're just capitalizing on that. They're running as fast as they can, trying to capture as much as they can. And you know what? You got to give it to them. They're doing good. Venezuela just owned the Axis. That's going to be interesting because that gives a front between Brazil and Venezuela. Romanian People's Republic declared war on Romania. Why is there so many? Oh, I missed something there. Shit, that might have been a civil war. And Romania actually joined the Japanese faction too. That's insane. There's a lot of communist revolutions in this series. I don't know why that's been happening. There must be. Is the United States like supporting the growth of communism in a shitload of countries? No, it does not appear to be. So I don't know why there's been so many communist revolutions, but we have the Romanian People's Republic rising up here. And we also have, obviously, the Kingdom of Romania, which is... Oh, no, this is the... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. This is the Kingdom of Romania, which is actually mostly fascist. And then here's the communist Romania. So there should be Japanese... volunteers arriving here somewhat soon to help defeat the communists. I'm not sure if this communist revolution is going to survive. But we'll have to see. Also, this is bad for Brazil because in Venezuela, there's going to be a lot of Germans that arrive here and a lot of Italians. And once they get here, it's going to be hard to, you know, defend an invasion from Venezuela into Brazil. Although this terrain out here is not easy to move through. So good luck, Germany. Wow, these provinces are giant too. So they'll have actually, if they can move through here, it'll be fast, but it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful for you, Germans. Oh no, America, you're losing Florida. How horrible is that? I don't know how you're going to recover from losing Florida. Oh shit. Well, that's really terrible for the United States, man. They've lost the majority of Florida. They still have Miami, but you know, I don't think they'll ever be able to recover from this. Okay, a bunch of shit just happened. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, game. Soviet Union called Mongolia as an ally in Brazilian-Uruguayan War. Okay. Brazil versus Uruguay. People are joining the war. What does that mean? So, the American Union is invading Uruguay. Nice. Okay. So Brazil wants to take over Uruguay. You can do whatever you want, Brazil. I mean, you're gonna need to defend yourself. If you can figure out a way to defend yourself, and if that means taking over Uruguay, go right ahead. By the way, the war in Estonia is still going on, so I just wanted to let you know that's happening. It looks like the Finns are actually here now and fighting the Estonians. So the Finns are taking land. We'll see if they actually capitulate them, though. Anyways, guys, we're going to have to end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this episode, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all next time when we see what happens with the American Union, the Comintern, the Axis, and Japan's faction, which I'm not even going to try and say. Is America going to fall, or will they end up recapturing the lands? What's going to happen down in Brazil? Brazil is, whoa, invading French Commune. Okay. They're invading the French Commune. The Americans. Wait, really? Yes, yes they are. And they're invading... Oh, Uruguay must have joined Comintern. Did they do that? Is that what they did? No. No, they didn't. But for some reason, maybe it's just not showing up. No, they're not. They did not join. That's strange. Okay, well, anyways. They're fighting the Comintern now, too. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys all next time. Well, there's a little Italian landing here. That is a little bit scary. Scary Terry. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace. Estonia is very scared right now. It looks like they're sort of they're getting pushed back. They're probably going to start seeing attrition pretty soon.